Cami Watson, I'm a physician assistant. I took a lot of AP classes my 11th and 12th grade year because normally when they start taking them. So I took the AP Physics, AP Biologies, AP Calculus, Trig, all that because a lot of times these AP classes will carry over into your college classes, so you don't have to spend that time as far as math and your English degrees, AP English, so you don't have to take those in undergrad. So you can just carry them on, and it shortens your undergrad studies. So I did that in high school, along with, the basics we had to take. Because I did it fast. I did 2 years undergrad and went straight to PA school. So a lot of students in PA school had been nurses, had been rad techs, radiology techs, lab, they did phlebotomy, and they had a little bit of experience. I didn't have anything, so it is good to have some kind of experience. Even the terminology when you get there, it's good to have that, because I kind of started from scratch, but either way, you can do it. I always wanted to do medicine. A lot of family members have been in the medical field, so kind of carried on. So probably since I was a child, I wanted to do something in the medical field. Never really knew until I was probably a senior in high school, really. I wanted to decide what I really wanted to do. As far as the PA goes, we have 1 call day a week that you're on call with your doctor, and then at least 1 week in a month, sometimes 2. So your call day starts at 7 a.m. that morning and it don't end until 7 a.m. the next morning. So you got to keep your pager on that whole time. Anything emergent comes in, we have to go, go to the ER. If it's an open fracture needs reduced, we'll go reduce it. Then we'll take them to the OR, wash them out. If it's dislocated, the ER doctors can't get it. We have to go down there and do that. So there's times whenever you're here from 7 in the morning till 7 in the morning the next morning. So it just depends on what comes in. Summer months are obviously, spring and summer we call trauma season because you're obviously going to be working a lot more. So I also, during that call time, you also take call for the other doctors in your group. Say my other 2 doctors are doing something else, so they'll page me for their questions about their patients, if they need medicines, if they need specific orders. So I have to kind of keep in touch with who their patients are and what they need. So it carries on, throughout the night. At 10 o'clock, the doctors turn their pagers off. So the PAs turn theirs on. So they won't call them at all. The ER doctors call us specifically. We have to make the decision to whether it's an emergency, we need to call our doctors to come in right now, if it can wait till in the morning, if we have to see if it's going to be cleared to come in to do surgery, because a lot of the elderly patients have to have complete workups before they can even go to surgery. So we have to kind of make that decision. You have to get prepared to be able to make that decision. And then the next morning, that's when you do all your surgeries that's not emergent, and your pager will go off at 7 in the morning. You can turn your pager off, and the next PA will take off. We did have a patient that had, he was actually helping a lady change her tire on the side of the interstate, and he got hit in the process. And he had brain trauma. He had multiple fractures. Pelvis, both of his legs, one of his arms, 2 of them, both legs were open fractures. So, it was just horrifying to know that, he was helping somebody. And so we got all their fractures fixed, and we followed him during his stay here. After that, he went to a rehab facility, so we didn't know how he was doing. We didn't know how, as far as the brain part goes. Well, when he comes back to our office, it was probably 2 months later before he got back here. He was actually walking in here, having conversation with us, and it was just amazing to know that he made it through all that. So that's just so rewarding. I know high school is fun, and I cheered, I played sports, I did all that in high school, and I focused on my grades. That was always a big part of me. So you do want to have fun in your high school, but you need to think this is when you're making your choices for your future. To get into a good college, you have to have good grades in your high school, your ACTs, all that. To get further on in college, because you don't just stop your undergrad, you have to have good grades there. So every year you need to just focus on what your future is, because it does matter at this point. It's not just high school, I'm going to have fun, and then I'll go to college and decide what I'm going to do. It really does matter.